Hi YouTube!
Amsterdam Dance Event. If you're an EDM producer or DJ or just a fan, you definitely know what it is. It's an event that gathers everyone together in Amsterdam every October. If you watched my 2023 recap video last year, you definitely know that I went to Amsterdam for the first time. I also played a little gig there and it was fucking awesome. This year I was lucky enough to go again and I want to share the experience with you guys.
Before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video. Thank you so much.
So let's start by recapping all the events I've been to. On Wednesday, I went to Mesto and Friends events. While Mesto was playing, Martin Garrix even joined him for a few minutes and everybody just had their phones up. I just couldn't see shit even though I am really tall. Anyways, it was overall a really cool event. But I do have to say that the people at the club told us we had to put our bag into the lockers. I think it was just really unnecessary, especially it was a small one, not like a big backpack. But whatever. On Thursday, I went to the event hosted by Frequency, Tribal Trap, Actuation, and Lacuna. It was more like a network event. The only DJ set I wanted to see was JS Card, but unfortunately when I arrived, he just finished playing. Most of the time, I was actually just outside talking to people. After the network event, I decided to go to FHM first instead of Stamp, which I did buy the ticket because Sick said he was gonna play one of my tracks, but unfortunately the time ran out and he forgot to play. It wasn't his fault though. No pressure to him, he's still a legend, still a person I really look up to. But there was a surprise. Me and my friend Kling did a remix for Future House Music's remix contest. It's for Hurt Me Now by Skydeck and Danik. Skydeck and Danik were actually playing a back-to-back set. The FHM team actually told us that they were gonna play our remix live. And lucky me, I was there and I had the privilege to share the stage with them and play our remix. It was fucking awesome.
Recently released a song, it was called Hurt Me Now. We did a remix competition and actually we have a very talented producer, Toxic Ray, with his remix right now. We want to present it to you guys. And some make some noise!
I actually wasn't aware of that at all before that day, so that was a big surprise. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to stand on the stage with Klein because he went to Stamp with the other guys. And because of that, I also kind of just missed out on Martin Garrix and some other sets, but no regrets because I don't really have that many chances to stand on stage. But hey, that might change next year, who knows. After that, I arrived AFAS Live, which was the venue for Stamp event, and I saw actually the last few minutes of Martin Garrix. I saw Mesto back-to-back Justin Milo, Blinders back-to-back Luar. Stamp just never really disappoints for the events, to be honest. But I do have to say, the ground was really sticky for some reason. It was a bit weird, but hey, we're here. The next day, I went back to the Airbnb at 7 a.m., slept for a little while. And I went to the More Bass, More Good event. I really enjoyed the event. As you know, I like heavy stuff. All the songs played there were pretty energetic. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I saw Rock again for the third time. He played like 9 gigs this week. He was on fire. Actually, the second DJ of this week, yes, Small Folk, said he was gonna play one of my tracks as well, but he ended up cutting the track out of the final track list. It was a bit sad, but you know, it's okay. It is what it is. He has supported my track, you know, in Boots' house before, so that's fine. Also, something I had to mention that was a bit weird was when I was entering the venue, there was a guy selling the merch, and the merch takes 35 euros per piece. Another guy was purchasing the merch, and he was giving the money to the girl who was in charge of collecting the money for the merch. He gave the girl 50 euros, and the girl was saying something like, "Darling, you are paying me too much." Repeating the same stuff over and over again. Can you not just give the 15 euros back? I was gonna buy the merch, but it was at the last minutes of Madzi, and you know, I didn't have the exact for 35 euros. I didn't want to get in any sort of dramas or whatever, so yeah, I just went into the venue. Besides that, overall, I really enjoyed the More Bass More Good events. I would definitely attend again next year if that's possible. Later that night, we went to an event hosted by Django Records. I actually never heard of that label before, but my friend Elito was playing a DJ set there, so of course we have to support our homies, you know. And yeah, his DJ set was fire, and he also played one of my IDs. My last event took place at Saturday, and it was Cephals and Friends. So funny story, the venue was called John Doe Club. When we were heading to the venue, we actually found out that we head to the wrong place, because there's a place called John Doe just without the club. And we saw Cephals himself, Magnificence, and Crying Back to Bad Boulevard.
Are you ready to jump? 1, 2, 3.
And my guy Crime Sing recognized me when I was in the crowd. This is such a fanboy moment, you know? But yeah, wow. That was pretty much all the events, but I want to talk about some stuff that are more than just the events. It's meeting people. No cap, meeting people is actually my favorite element of ADE, because I get to meet every producer or every online friend that, you know, we've been talking for months, years, but we just never got to see each other in real life. But because of this event, it brings so many people together. Finally got to see so many friends in front of my eyes, which was actually insane. Last year I already experienced it, and this year I got to meet more and more people. The feelings cannot be described by words. It's just incredible. On the flight from Taiwan to Netherlands, I actually met a lady that was sitting next to me. She's from Philippines, but actually she lives in Amsterdam. We actually had a really great chat, which I didn't expect at all, and I got to know that she was a private chef, and she used to cook for someone that lives in the same building as Martin Garrix does. What? I'm so sorry, like I forgot her name, but I want to give her a big shout out. She and her husband actually helped me getting from the airport to the central station. They gave me some advices, suggestions. There are always random surprises happening to life, and that was definitely a great one. After getting off the plane, while I was getting my passport checked, I actually met AC Slater at the airport just by himself. He was really cool, really chill. I didn't get to see any DJ set of his, but yeah, I had the opportunity to talk to him. It was awesome, dude. At the Frequency Tribal event, I also met a lot of people besides all my friends. I also met Dirty Palm, which I actually did an official remix for his track Fading in 2022. If you don't remember, it's one of my biggest tracks. And I also met Eva from Actuation. I released on Actuation because of my official remix for Jake Hardaway. Don't remember that. Make sure to check that out as well. Between the network and the FHM event, I finally got to meet my friend Fantasy, who actually have a track with me and it's coming really soon. So we also did some shootings, cool pics, you know, to promote our upcoming track, like this one. If you're under 18, close your eyes. At this event, I met my friend Rick Rines. If you don't know who he is, he's the collaborator of my track Too Much, and we actually got to play that track together last year. Again, I don't know how to describe, but we finally got to saw each other after 1 year. And yeah, it's definitely not too much to meet him again. I also met some of his close friends. It was really cool. On Saturday, we did a little producer camp challenge thing. Me and my friend Hector worked on the challenge together, and here's what it sounds like. Maybe, should we finish it? Comment down below if we should finish it. My friends Senator and Maeve hosted a huge meetup, and again I got to meet so many of my producer friends, especially one person I want to point out is B-Roll, who was formerly known as Ricky Barotti. We actually made a track, Find You, together. We've known each other for like almost 5 years. I'm sorry if I don't have a lot of vocabulary to describe all of my feelings, but I think you guys will understand, right? Like, you know someone for more than 5 years, but just on the internet, and you finally get to see each other in real life. It's fucking incredible. Actually, me and B-Roll made a track called Voices. It was before Find You. Unfortunately, we ditched it for various reasons, but I put the track on my second SoundCloud account, so yeah, the link probably is below, or you just go check it out yourself. And of course, we cannot forget the other friends we have met. Yeah, I'm just putting them on the screen, maybe now, or maybe later, or maybe earlier, who knows. But yeah, I'm repeating once again, meeting people is my favorite element of ADE. It feels at my heart so much, and it's not too much. Yep, I did it again. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, I didn't vlog every moment of this journey. So yeah, I had to record this part in my dorm and show you some other clips I recorded. But yeah, easily Amsterdam Dance event, best week of the year. If you love EDM, if you're an EDM producer slash DJ, if you want to get to know more people, if you want to meet your friends, whatever, blah blah blah, you should definitely go there if you have a chance. It's incredible. Hopefully I can see you next year in Amsterdam, and hopefully I can play some more DJ sets in Amsterdam. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.